As the United States marks 250 years of independence, celebrations are highlighting not only the nation's political and economic achievements, but also the power of sport in shaping lives and communities. Through mentorship, education, and international exchange programs, America's sporting events and influence continues to inspire generations around the world, including right here in Uganda. Emon Gabo reports.
As the United States prepares to celebrate 250 years of independence anniversary, sport is emerging as one of the country's most enduring tools for inspiring change and building connections across generations. For decades, American sports have represented more than competition. They have become platforms for leadership, education, inclusion, and community development, influencing millions of young people and adults, both within the United States and around the globe. In Uganda, the roots have been laid down through initiatives supported by the U.S. Department of State. Young athletes, coaches, and sports administrators from different countries have gained access to mentorship opportunities, leadership training, and cultural exchanges designed to empower communities through sport. Among those whose lives have been impacted is Uganda's Majida Nantanda, a former captain and coach of the Crested Cranes. Nantanda was selected for the Global Sport Mentoring Program, a partnership between the U.S., to be experienced sports executives, and developed strategies to expand opportunities for girls in the football world.
2010, a group of American sports scientists, coaches, and professors came to Uganda. And then they had a coaching course. When they had a coaching course, initially they wanted to have a coaching course relating to Lisa Berg, the sports envoy, now U.S. Department of State envoy. And also, by then she was a student at Texas Tech. Her professor had sent her several times in Uganda, and whenever she would come to Uganda, she was like, I want to see women playing football. She would come with a lot of equipment, but the people she was connected to at first would take her to the men's teams. No one took her to where girls play football. And she came back. So she did that for 5 consecutive years. When she went back to Texas Tech, she told her Professor Omley, Jeans Omley, that as much as I've traveled to Uganda, I failed to see girls. But the last time I traveled, they took me to Gulu to a refugee camp. There were girls playing football. But it came to my mind that if the refugee girls in Gulu can play football, there should be women playing football in a better organized way, or maybe girls who have played football in the national team.
Upon her return to Uganda, Nantanda launched initiatives aimed at training coaches, mentoring young girls, and promoting women's participation in sports.
Again, recommended to be among the participants to go to the ESPN Global Sports Mentorship Program, again sponsored by U.S. State Department. So based on my CV and the selection, U.S. Olympic Committee decided to mentor me and take me to US Olympic Center, one of the biggest Olympic centers in the world, sports centers. It's in Colorado. And my mentor, who I need to take up Majida, was called Alicia Makano, an Olympian, a great woman in the US. So with that connection and me being at the US Center for a month, I was connected to the US Soccer. And I also was mentored by Jill, now a FIFA technical director. By then she was a technical director of women football in the US. So I went to the center in Galax, California, where she also mentored me. This is where they mentor and also empower national teams. So after that, through that mentorship I had, of course it wasn't all about sports, there was administration, leadership. So coming back, I came back a changed person. I came back now more empowered, and then I asked Lisa, let us found where a program where we can reach out to so many women and girls, and then we use it as a platform to empower girls and women using the sport.
She helped transform lives both on and off the pitch.
I go across the communities, and it has helped me to empower more girls. Sometimes I use it for equipment, sometimes I use it for travel, sometimes I use it to gather people for feeding and everything. It helps me to initiate programs that I wouldn't have initiated before, and it has helped a lot with when I look at how I've empowered women and girls. Before, we are just women playing football, but these girls now think beyond about the sport. For instance, there's a captain who was my captain 2016. When she retired, now she's an athletic director at International School, Christine Wanyana. Jean Seninde, she started as my player, and then she joined she told me to do what I'm doing through mentorship. She's now CEO of Sekafa, the region. She started with growing the game for girls, but again she came up with her own program. Now she's a prominent footballer.
And while medals and trophies may define success on the field of play, the true legacy of sport is perhaps best measured in the lives it transforms and the opportunities it creates. Ngabo Amon, reporting for UBS TV.